I tabled at Anime Impulse Bay Area this year. Wait a minute. Oh, what the? Hello, I'm Nia, and I tabled at Anime Impulse Bay Area last year in 2024, and it was my first travel con ever. I've always wanted to try to table at a NorCal event, so I was very surprised and excited to see that I was selected to have priority registration at this event in the San Mateo Event Center. So anyway, as a SoCalifornian, I could either drive or fly, and I decided to fly. I shipped all my merch and table supplies to my friend's apartment ahead of time because I was staying with him. Anyway, I was so excited, TSA was quick, no delays, and the plane ride went smoothly. Now that I'm in SF, I just had to get to my friend's place. So I take the red line on the BART south to Millbrae first. Easy enough, right? Well, I had to ask around to even get to the BART, and I got off at the wrong stop at the airport shuttle, so I had to ride the shuttle until it loops back again to get to the correct stop, which took like 15 minutes. I saw BART and Caltrain schedules for Anime Impulse, and it had them as cute anime girls. Wow, amazing. So I finally find the red line and saw a train there. Okay, this is probably it. I don't really see any other signage like what direction it's going, but I'll get on anyway. I wasn't sure still, so I looked at the map on the train. It seemed like the next stop was the correct one. So I sit down and wait, and then it goes in the opposite direction. Why didn't they put any signage on which direction it was going? Okay, whatever, it's fine. I'll just get off at the next stop and try to get back. Well, I get off and I asked the guy at the info booth what the best way was to get to downtown.
Well, the quickest way is to walk to the other station 20 minutes away down the road and take this line. Or you could wait for the next train south back towards the airport first and transfer at Millbrae, and then the next train comes in like 20 minutes.
I was like, okay, whatever, I can try to walk. I don't know why I even bothered. 20 minutes, especially with the suitcase, so long. Like, normally I could walk, but I was just so tired from waking up early, flying, and lugging my suitcase around and messing up navigating the train systems. I walked like 5 minutes, got tired, and just decided to Uber. Yes, I know, I'm lazy and out of shape, but I was just so tired. Anyway, fuck the BART, I don't care if they made you into a cute anime girl. Since I came 2 days earlier than the con, I went around SF sightseeing. So yeah, that was fun. Now it's time for the con. I decided to set up the morning of. My friend and I take the Caltrain to San Mateo because we don't have a car. And of course, the train is late by 30 minutes or so. I love public transport in America. Luckily, we made it and set up in time, and as per Anime Impulse tradition, we were by a stage, which always had loud music playing. It was pretty annoying and gave me a headache, but there was a guy across the row from me who would be dancing to the music, and it did lift my spirits a bit. Sales-wise, this con was just okay. It was pretty mediocre and slow compared to other Anime Impulses I've tabled at. There were periods of time where it got busy, but the traffic in my area was mostly slow or empty. I was in 2 stamp rallies, Blue Lock and Yu-Gi-Oh!, so those helped my sales. I noticed that most people did very small transactions here, like just a sticker or a print here and there, which I'm still grateful for, of course, but it's just something I've noticed. Like, some things I've had sell out at AIOC didn't even sell once here. It just goes to show that it's hard to predict what will sell well or not. Though, I still had a great time at this convention talking with everyone. I've never had an overall negative experience at a con because I get to meet and talk with so many new people and old friends as well. I've also met some of my longtime Yu-Gi-Oh! Oomps at this con, so it was definitely worth it. And look at what my friend drew for me. Luke drew me Akasere. Oh my god, they're so freaking cute. Thank you so much. So I think during this con I was really tired or something because I feel like my brain was so scattered. Since I was in the Blue Lock stamp rally, if someone finishes a stamp rally, I'd have to give them a prize pack. And a few times it went like this.
Hey, can I get this?
Sure.
Oh, by the way, I'd like your stamp to complete the rally, please.
Oh yeah, of course. Here's your prize.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks. Wait a minute. What the fuck is this? Oh no. This happened like 3 different times on the first day. I felt so bad. Luckily, my friend was at the table with me and I gave him the merch and he found the customers. However, we could only find 2 out of the 3 people I did this with. So, if you're a PXG Ren cosplayer who stopped by my booth, I'm still looking for you. I'll ship your order out to you. I know it's been like over 3 months now, but I'm still holding on hope. I didn't get to walk around much while the con was open this time because my friend wasn't familiar with any of the series I have merch of, so I didn't feel comfortable leaving my booth for long periods of time. By the end of day 1, I managed to make back my expenses, which is my table and my plane ticket. I was really doubting if I even would, based on how slow the con seems, but the small purchases added up. Yay, so now everything else is for profit. This is basically the bare minimum of what I expect at cons, so just making back table and expenses is good enough for me. For day 2, I got to walk around the venues before everything opened up, and it seemed like there's less things to check out at the Bay Area con versus the Anime Impulses in SoCal. I got to finally go around and talk to some other artist friends beforehand too. Day 2 is pretty similar to day 1, but just a bit slower, as expected because Saturdays are the best days usually. I just sat at my booth, chatted with artists, attendees, and munched on some grapes I brought as a snack. Oh, and a tonkatsu sando too. So good. I did not forget to give any customers their merch this day because I locked in. Except at the very end of the day when I accidentally gave a customer a Nikki OnStars charm instead of Kohaku. Somehow I noticed when replaying our interaction in my head afterwards. At the time my friend wasn't with me, so I had to look down each artist alley road for a Till cosplayer who was in a dress, I think. I can't quite remember anymore, but they were very pretty. But yeah, I managed to find them thankfully and got them their Kohaku charm. I can't have a single day without any mistakes during this con. So I was looking through my transactions, and at this con, my best sellers were my Blue Lock stuff, most likely due to the stamp rally, and my second best was my Yu-Gi-Oh merch. I don't know if I should be surprised about this anymore when Yu-Gi-Oh fans come through. 99% of my Yu-Gi-Oh customers here did not know about the stamp rally when I mentioned it to them, so I don't know where they're coming from. But I'm still really grateful. I'm so glad there's still Yu-Gi-Oh fans around. It's my favorite. Surprisingly, my Ensemble Star stuff didn't do nearly as well as it usually does. I wonder if it's because I really haven't made any new Ensemble Star stuff in a while, because I've recognized a few faces from tabling in SoCal, or people have told me that they've done my previous stamp rallies before. I'm just so surprised people go to cons so often, even traveling a far way for them when Anime Impulse seems to be somewhat mid-sized or small. But yeah, this con was overall a positive experience and I had a great time exploring SF. And my little artist alley attendee sketchbook got completely filled up, so now I have to get a new one for my next con, whenever that happens. Not sure if I'll table here again next year. They changed it back to July and changed the venues for next year. Well, this year I guess, technically. Oh my god, it's 2025, isn't it? But yeah, I'd love to event again in NorCal, but I'm not sure if it'll be at this event. But we'll see. Well, if you want me to come, let me know. If there's enough interest, I can sign up again. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed!